Would you call this your village, or would you say community, or what would you say?
Yeah, but you know, I know most of the people in the village because I went to school with most of the kids.
You went to school with them?
Yeah.
That one girl was really cute.
You think so?
I do think so.
If there is one thing that has been reinforced during our 5 years of full-time travel, it's that most people on this planet are, or at least want to be, good. Unfortunately, though, life gets in the way. Career, responsibilities, the importance of acquiring items you don't need.
I must have this. It speaks WorldTowning to me.
And then all of a sudden, you find yourself stuck in a person that your childhood self would have never dreamt possible. People lose sight of what's important, which in our mind is finding happiness in simply being who we are. When we visited Morocco for the first time in the spring of 2018, it was clear that we were seeing things that would change our idea of what normal was. But we knew that. And to get real experience of what Moroccan culture was about, we had to dig a bit deeper.
You see, last year, about a year and a half ago, we went to a place in the High Atlas where we got to experience life in a wholly different level. It was life on the Amazigh, in which we spent the time with the family, and they showed us what life could be like when you just slow it down, you're a little simpler, and you don't sort of conform to the normal everyday society.
We were invited to learn all about their life and how this incredible culture is maintained.
It is Berber life, it's Amazigh life, it is life in the High Atlas.
As a result of this experience, our lives have been forever changed.
So we now have our first guest inside the RV, by the way, besides a family member.
No, we had that guy when we got in the accident.
We had him.
Right.
Yeah, but that wasn't on purpose.
We learned that a life based out of simplicity and pure love is alive and well. Today we're going back with our fellow WorldTowning Voyagers, who will get to share in this incredible culture firsthand. This is going to be a day that none of us will ever forget.
We want to show the world how great everything can be.
I've seen gladness, I've seen sorrow. I'll tell you a story of a new.
This was our first time as a group on the bus as we headed out from Marrakesh for the day. If there was ever a moment of doubt whether we would be entertained on the bus, those fears were put to rest quite fast.
How's it going back there?
Great. Oh, we're good.
Back in the bus?
We're great. Just a little worried about my hair. Isn't it looking all right?
But we had a destination to get to, and as we approached the village in the High Atlas, we realized that this was going to be special.
I'm so happy. I never thought we would be back here because we don't revisit places, and it's just like a very called Happy Day. I'm a little emotional.
It's a true statement.
It is. When you think you're never going back to some place that you really, really loved, it just I don't want to ruin my makeup.
So it's gonna be really interesting to see, really on a wholesale scale, whether we can like replicate what we did as sort of just 4 individuals with like a group of like 20. You know, you're gonna try and sort of at least get the intimate connections and the thought that, you know, you can really just share the culture and just the passion that we had once upon a time with this group, and hopefully it all goes great. I'm really excited.
Hi.
Aw, Saeed.
How are you doing? Good to see you.
Once we got there and reunited with our incredible hosts, the hospitality started right away. We mentioned it earlier, but it deserves repeating. Saeed and his family have created Berber Homestay so that they can share the incredible world of the Amazigh and the High Atlas with the world.
And I thought we'd never come back because we travel so much, and I'm so happy to be back, and thank you for having us back.
As soon as we said our hellos, we were treated to an incredible Moroccan breakfast.
What's everyone eating over there?
Yeah, they're having milk with dates, which is Berber welcoming. It was like a big bowl with the dates, so you drink milk and have a date and pass it
And
to
pass
the next
it around?
round.
Okay.
You know, things has changed.
Yeah,
a bit,
yeah,
you
I
you
know.
See how good he is?
So we're starting the day off here with the most amazing greeting. They're showing us how they make the traditional bread in the pot, and everyone is really excited to see this. And it's going to be so amazing when you put it in your mouth and you know exactly how it was made.
They cook it inside. Oh, I see.
You guys ever seen anything made like this before with bread, or?
Never.
Oh my goodness.
Wait, I want to picture that.
So we have almond butter, olive oil, and butter. Favorites?
Butter.
Butter?
I like the almond butter.
Almond butter?
Yeah.
It's really yummy. So this is our what, second breakfast then?
Mix it with something.
It's our best lunch.
It's our best.
While we ate, the group was given an overview of village life.
For example, for each village we have some small road, so the people can use it just to go to the weekly market. And now I think it's better than before.
But eventually the kids showed up and we had a special treat for them.
Nothing makes me happier than giving kids candy.
There's no better feeling in the world than seeing a child experiencing something for the very first time. The American candy was a huge hit.
There's nothing like sharing a candy with a kid to change your world, right? It's like they've just discovered the most important thing in life. Right?
And with the kids now satisfied, we were taken on a tour of the village area as Will and I got a chance to catch up with Saeed.
So Saeed, we were here about a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
It looks different.
Exactly, yeah.
So what's going on? What's happened? Like, have you grown as a business grown? Are you exhausted? Like, what tell us.
No, actually after you made the video, so I got many inquiries.
Oh, I'm so happy to hear that.
Yeah, and then, you knew that we only had one room that time.
Yeah.
So after a few months, I had another room, and now I'm having the third room. So we're going, like we're growing.
You're growing, and people when they email you, how long do they usually stay? Like a day or two?
So minimum 1 day. There are people who come just for overnight and then see the village and then come back. But I also had people who stay for 2 nights, like arrive in the evening, have the full day, visit all the area, and they stay for overnight and then go back.
And are you tired?
No, actually I have my parents helping, my uncle, my cousins.
So the great thing about this is that this is like helping out the entire village. It's not just your family.
Yeah, exactly, because the village, we are all like one family.
Plus you get to you're sharing with the world what life is like, where no one would really have an opportunity without something like what you're doing.
Like just to really connect with the people and understand the culture it's so special. It really is so special. So I love what you're doing, and I love that it's helping the community, and I also love that we get to come and enjoy it.
Yeah,
you know.
Village life is quite self-sustaining. They grow their own products, and what they can't source on their land, they buy at nearby markets.
So these guys here are growing onions right over here, and so with the lack of water, it's become like a challenge for them to get enough to grow what they need. So they just, they grow what they can. They know what they can grow that doesn't need a lot of water, and they, they just live. It's pretty cool.
During the walk, we were all amazed at the olive press that serves all the families that share the village.
So now we're going to where they harvest their own olive oil. Each village has its own olive press, or at least this one definitely does. And look at this thing. It's a monster. Alan, are you going to work?
Maybe. Don't they touch the donkey to this?
Alan, you gonna put your neck in there?
No.
Do most villages have their own olive press?
Yeah.
They do?
Yeah.
And do each of the villagers, do they keep their own olive oil or do they sell it?
No, some depend on how much you make a year. Okay. Like when the season is good and you make enough, you just sell the rest. Yeah. So olives, the smashing is done. So now they're doing the pressing inside.
Okay.
So we moved it to inside.
And the olives are inside this basket in there?
Inside in each basket, it's very full by olives.
Okay.
But we do that 3 days. Each day we take again the same olives, we broke it again, and to keep it here to press it.
And then as he's doing that, it's coming in there.
As you see, Today is the last day. This is why not a lot of oil.
Oh, see,
it's finished.
it looks like a lot to me. So it kind of could be flowing like a waterfall in the beginning.
The beginning
Oh,
is like a
wow.
waterfall. A lot of. To compress a lot.
Okay.
You don't lost anything.
Okay. Now, these are his olives he's doing right now?
Yes, yeah.
So every family knows how to do their own olives. There's not someone that works in here.
Tomorrow, there's another family who will bring with donkeys their olives.
But we were not out just to see the village, but overall village life, and we had a few stops to make. The first is the Tin Mall Mosque.
Well, I just didn't know if the red balls that we were going to eat.
So this is the Tin Man Mosque, and it's in Berber. It is translated to White House, and at this point was once the seat of the entire Amazigh dynasty. I mean, from the tribe that ruled in the 12th century, they actually ruled from this spot here in Morocco, until eventually another tribe came in and they unseated the actual seat of power that ruled Morocco. And what's going on?
I just wanted to come and say, this trip is going awesome.
It is.
I'm so happy.
Hold on.
Were you in the middle of something important? Okay, fine.
Well, no, hold on. Stay with me. All right. So essentially, this whole mosque was essentially not necessarily destroyed, but the roof was taken off in the actual significance that this was no longer like the power seat of Morocco. So it's still here today. You can still enjoy it. It's quite pretty, and we're here. I'm pretty excited. And by the way, what she said, we're pretty excited to be here. Yeah.
This is a great trip.
I know.
And people were saying to us, oh, it's going to be awful staying with people you don't know for this long. I'm so happy. It's so much fun.
And look at everyone's like getting along super well. So
yeah, we're lucky.
We're
lucky.
We're also lucky. We have great guides and guests. And
we were told yesterday by our guides that he's never had a group that got along so well. We're like shining star group.
So for next year, we're gonna screen you guys.
We're gonna screen you. We're gonna have them like bachelor, like voting. We'll have these guys on camera like voting whether these people can come or not.
I know.
I'm just kidding.
Anyway, we're looking forward to today, but think about it for next year. This is actually really cool. All right, are we leaving?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yalla.
Next is getting back into, I guess what we're passionately calling the WorldTowning Mobile. This is Lemonade 2.0.
We were all in awe and amazement of what we were witnessing in the High Atlas, but we definitely had time to indulge our inner DJ along the ride.
Largo's on the tunes.
DJ Largo!
These guys going with the iPad to the Bluetooth, and everyone's kind of singing back then.
But it is the simplicity of the experience of being here with the Amazigh that makes it so special. Our next stop is a symbol of how certain traditions and customs are alive and well in Morocco.
So our next stop is something that we're affectionately calling Tagine Land. Now this is a place that we've been to before. And so the tribe that we're here hanging out with at this point, because we're a little bit from the original village that we were at, it's actually another Amazigh family / tribe that's immigrated here from Senegal. And they've been here for like hundreds of years, and their thing is making tagine. So it's really just, it's amazing how sort of each one has their specialty, and tagines is, well, this one's here.
Now, tagines are one of the primary items Moroccans use to prepare meals. You can cook just about anything in one. They are durable and hold flavors very well.
He has a foot pump to turn it.
Just by foot.
He's just kicking.
And now we will put it just to dry in the shadow. Then he will make a cover of the tagine.
You guys, you're never gonna be able to look at it the same, right?
But today, the kids are going to take their turn at the potter's wheel to try and make one of these incredible handcrafted items.
Yes.
You want to try it?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Largo in particular learned the hard way that being a tagine maker is not as easy as it looks.
Oh my gosh, Largo's trying to get in there now. Largo right now is gonna go and make his first tagine ever.
Let me tell you, making a tagine is a lot of work, and you have to put a lot of effort into it.
You pretty happy with that, Largo?
This is not my profession.
By the time we were done crafting the tagine, everyone grew an immense passion for the craft.
All right, and with this, who's making dinner?
And almost everyone in our group decided to bring one, if not two, home.
How many people getting tagines here?
Everybody.
How many tagines you walking away with?
Which size would you like?
Anybody else?
Now, does he get a lot of business if people just walk up business like this?
No, actually, because this is not touristic area. I mean,
Okay.
there's always a middleman.
Yeah,
When
yeah,
you make,
right.
like,
so he gets to keep the whole
cheese.
profit right now,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Oh, that's awesome, awesome.
Like,
Thank you.
Merci.
thank you.
With that, we walked away knowing that whatever is in our hearts that may bother us, we have to take a step back to appreciate what we have at the moment. The ability to smile, the ability to breathe, and the ability to share an incredible moment with the ones we love.
I feel overwhelmed with gratitude as well as everything else.
As we got taken deeper into the smaller areas that made up the network of villages, we headed to a place where we were going to be inspired to make a difference with the local community.
So, what we're heading to next is something that is really interesting for the group in general because
It's right here.
there's been a lot of discussion as to the rights of people and how the people are treated here, and
Particularly the rights of women.
right, and so we're heading now towards a women's cooperative for rug making. And so this is going to be a group of people, of women, who solely work together to create their own craft and to sort of support each other.
And make their own money as well.
Yeah.
Which is what the group that we're with is really interested in this and women-run businesses. So we've added this to the docket.
These women are amazing. They are working with creativity and passion to make a difference in their lives and community.
So we're at a women's cooperative where they're making rugs and they're selling them, I guess, to empower the women, right? I mean, would that be, and to make money for their families, right?
Do you want to keep this kind of rug, or the carpets?
Tradition?
Yeah, this kind of the rug because it's only made in this area.
Okay.
Other
And
stuff.
do they like making the rugs?
Yes.
Yeah.
And also make money.
Yes.
as well.
Right. And you like making money. Yes. People are the same all over the world, right?
Yeah. They also have some requests like they give you a design and
So you can give them a design and they could do the design.
yeah, exactly.
Oh, so we could do our WorldTowning logo.
That'd be amazing. It's gonna be on the swag shop real soon.
It's going to be on the swag shop. I love that, though. Seriously. I love that.
Their story being as incredible as it is inspired one particular member of our group.
We have someone who is an advocate for anyone who is a female entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Would that be a good description?
Sure. What my mission for By the Change is to help women around the world who make beautiful things find a market for them. Because there are some things you have to consider. If it's traditional craft, everyone makes it. No one's going to buy it where you are.
Yes.
If everyone where you live is as poor as you are, no one's going to buy it where you are. If you're dependent on tourist trade, then people often are wanting to get the most low price or the cheapest price that they can possibly get. And again, it's not always fair, but people don't realize that they are trading on the desperation of people who need to feed their children that day.
Right.
Carrie's organization, By the Change, has helped countless women around the world. There's a link to her site below.
I would like to tell them that I have a company in the United States and we sell only products made by women all over the world. Usually I've not sold any rugs, but I would like to buy some small rugs and see if my customers are interested in that. And if so, maybe we can buy more on an ongoing basis. But
We were amazed and delighted that a positive connection was being made as we spoke.
I got that one.
You got that one? Anya, you got one? You're getting one? The other one?
Tell them I really love what they're doing and they're working together as a community, which is fabulous, and thank them for allowing us to come in.
Yeah, they have problem with selling the product.
They have problem with selling, yeah. It's beautiful.
Yeah, because they have said, they want to work harder,
Right.
but they need market.
I know. Women work hard. I get it. We got it in us.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you, Will. That made my day.
Before we get
That
hangry,
was something
no one
else,
gets to talk
guys.
to anyone on the way back. No one need any.
Another exciting adventure with Saeed. Saeed? Where is he? He's over there. He's not even close. There he is. Saeed, your village is full of surprises and you never seem to disappoint.
Thank you.
With that, we went back to Saeed's place for an incredible dinner. We then spent a few more moments playing around, saying our goodbyes, and then it was time to head out.
All right, so Saeed, we're now finished, and I have to say, the second time is better than the first time hanging out with you. So we're super excited that sort of what you've done and the legacy that you're building here. Because it's not like the legacy you leave behind. You're starting what is now like you're gonna become like the mayor, the king of this neighborhood. Because
I think it's so great too what you're doing with the community and helping people and finding ways for them to make money and bringing business here. It really is awesome.
I am. You know, everywhere we walk around, I see what's going on in your face. You figure out how can I create something that people want to come to. You know, I wish for the world to come here and experience what you have to show, because the life here is just it's so genuine. It is what life should be like.
Yeah, I agree.
Really,
Thank you. I have an idea of charging people more money, you know, and this money goes to help the village.
And when we say charging more, it's
gonna be like as you want.
As you want, so a donation. I love
Donation.
it. I absolutely
that's
love
what
it.
Sorry.
No, that's great.
It's really interesting. What he
That's
wants to
great.
do is he wants to go ahead and create a system where the water is more accessible.
This is where I'm gonna start. Is the government built us, you know, we have a spring down next to the river, and before we have to go down and get the water for drinking water. So this money goes to changing the system, like instead of electricity to do the solar panels.
They come here, they're not going to be
Next
able
year
to.
when we come, I want that thing ready.
Yes, I do too.
So that when we come here, we can say links below to donate.
If you want to make a
your-
donation,
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
wait. How can people find you?
Through my website.
What's your website?
Berber Homestay.
And we'll link it on below. And this is his dad right here.
Yeah, my father.
He's awesome.
Oh, that's awesome.
And so we concluded our stay. It's not too often you make a connection in life where you feel that you can see that a difference is being made every turn. In this case, our experience with Saeed, his family, and the village community shows that the Amazigh culture, which has existed for centuries, is alive and flourishing in the high Atlas Mountains. Our group trip is substantially better because of this.
For me, doing something that was hard was way more powerful and rewarding than doing something that's easy.
Right,
So, right.
With that, we have to say goodbye for now, and we will see you in the next episode. And subscribe.
Bye, guys.
Doggy. And Terry's found himself a little fan club as he leaves for the day.
Scared the dog and the kids.